to come onto the dais? If yes, then please join hands together. Wonderful. Oksar gattiga chappatlu. Show the energy, students. Excellent. Wonderful. So life is not beautiful always. Sometimes even in dreams, it will make you grow out of your problems. So that is the best example in Mr. Nick's life. You all know about Mr. Nick. So today we are here to listen the motivational words from Mr. Nick as well. And also we are having too many entertainment parts. So within a couple of minutes, Mr. Nick will also join the stage. So in the meanwhile, we are having sponsors. So let me thank our sponsors as well. Please join hands together for Mark Audio and AU, University, Andhra University. So ee roju manam ikkada unnamu, ikkada inta adbhutanga oka daggara kalisi kaasepatlo adbhutamaina motivational speeches vinagalugutunnam ante the only reason is Mark Audio, the sponsors, and also Andhra University. So please join hands for both the sponsors. Please join hands together for the both sponsors. Thank you. We are having AVs as well. So before AV starts, this is Anchor Harika. I am here to entertain you for the cultural events. So let's enjoy for some time. So let me ask to play AV of Andhra University first. Check. AV రెడీగా ఉన్నట్లయితే AV ప్లే చేయాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. AV ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ. ఎంతమంది ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి ఉన్నారు ఇక్కడ? వావ్, కమ్ ఆన్. నాకు తెలిసి half of the students were from Andhra University, if I am not wrong. You all are very energetic. So Andhra University AV వస్తున్నప్పుడు I would like to see how energetic you are. Please play the AV of Andhra University. I'm so sorry. AV koncham time partundi. In the meanwhile, we'll start our cultural programs. So now please join hands together and let me welcome Sunny. Join your hands together. Mr. Sunny, please.
Harika, thank you so much. This is a Virat Prekshak. I'm so amazed to see for the first time all the students in one place. Thank you, Harika.
Yeah.
Aren't you surprised to see such a big crowd?
Yes, that's true. And also, Mr. Sunny is an international journalist. I'm so happy to share the stage with you.
Thank you so much. As much as the sun is falling from behind us, it's on your heads, on your faces, around your eyes. We ask you to please bear with us. The program is going to be exciting, mind-blowing, and it's going to be a bonanza of everything. Shall we give a big hand to the school, Vishaka Valley?
How many of you are from Vishaka Valley School?
Oh,
please raise your hands together and join your hands together.
There.
Okay.
How many are from Vishaka Valley School? Parents here, teachers here, staff here, teaching and non-teaching. Will you put your hands up? Oh, here, there. Okay. Come. Tiny Tots, beautiful dance. I saw it all and it's going to be a bonanza. Come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now please join your hands together. Vishaka Valley school team is ready for the first traditional dance performance. And please join your hands together for the little...
Aren't they looking beautiful?
Little cute, beautiful girls. Okay. Girls, are you ready? Then please come here. Come. Come on, youth, show you energy for the little girls. They're ready to rock the stage. We are starting with the little cute girls.
Pen drive first song from what Mr. Shiva has given you. Pen drive first song, music console there.
na tilla na nadr dhim dhim na na tilla na tilla na nadr dhim dhim na tilla na tilla na nadr dhim dhim nadr dhim nadr dhim nadr dhim dhim na tilla na tilla na nadr dhim dhim nadr dhim nadr dhim nadr dhim dhim na tilla na tilla na nadr dhim dhim nadr dhim nadr dhim nadr dhim धीरना धीरना तदिंगिन तुम तकिट झम 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 तकिट झम तरित झम तरित नाद्र धीरना धीरना तदिंगिन तुम तकिट झम 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 तकिट झम तरित नाद्र धीम नन तिल्ला न तिल्ला नन धीम धीम नाद्र धीम नाद्र धीम नाद्र धीम नन तिल्ला न तिल्ला नन धीम धीम नाद्र धीम नाद्र धीम नाद्र धीम नन तिल्ला न तिल्ला नन धीम धीम नाद्र धीम नाद्र धीम नाद्र धीम
Come on, join your hands together for the little girls. They nailed it. అద్భుతంగా పర్ఫామ్ చేశారు విశాఖ వ్యాలీ స్కూల్ నుంచి ద బ్యూటిఫుల్ గర్ల్స్. ఒకసారి గట్టిగా చెప్పట్లు. నాకు తెలిసి ఇది కాదేమో అనిపిస్తోంది స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎనర్జీ. Come on, make some more noise. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So how many of you love music? ఎంతమందికి మ్యూజిక్ అంటే బాగా ఇష్టం? Words can't describe our feelings, but music, it does. So how many of you love the music? Okay, we are having a good band with us. So now please join hands together. The band is ready from Department AU and St. Luke's Audio Engineering Department is ready to perform in front of us. So now let me welcome the singers and the band people onto the dais, please.
Hello, check. 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 Check.
Check.
Check. This is just a sound check for us. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. यहाँ वहाँ सारा जहाँ देख लिया है, कहीं नहीं तेरे जैसा कोई नहीं है. 80 नहीं 100 नहीं दुनिया घुमा है, कहीं जैसा तेरे जैसा कोई नहीं. मैं गया जहाँ भी बस तेरी याद थी, जो मेरे साथ थी मुझको तड़पाती रुलाती. सबसे प्यारी तेरी सूरत वन्दे मातरम् 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 वन्दे मातरम्
भारत माता की भारत माता की Okay. How many of you know about the song Jai Ho? ఎంతమంది తెలుసు జై హో సాంగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద మూవీ స్లమ్ డాగ్ మిలీనియర్? ఎంతమంది తెలుసు? ఓకే, సో ఎవరైతే ఈరోజు మిస్టర్ నిక్ మోటివేషనల్ స్పీచ్ వినడానికి బాగా ఈగగా వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళు మాత్రం లేచి నిల్చోండి. వాళ్ళు మాత్రం లేచి నిల్చోండి. కమ్ ఆన్ స్టూడెంట్స్, ఐ నో ఈరోజు మనం వచ్చింది అందుకు. సో ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎవ్రీవన్, ప్లీజ్ లెట్స్ రాక్ దిస్ ఈవినింగ్. ప్లీజ్ షో సమ్ ఎనర్జీ. జై హో సాంగ్ మా సింగర్స్ పాడడానికి రెడీగా ఉన్నారు. సో మనం కూడా రెడీగా ఉన్నాం. సో మనం రెండు చేతుల్ని పైకెత్తి జస్ట్ విల్ వేవ్ our both the hands. Okay, so over to you. Just follow my actions.
Thank you very much.
जय हो जय हो जय हो जय हो जय हो आजा आजा जिंदे शाम आने के तले, आजा सारे वाले नीले आसमान के तले। जय हो जय हो आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के तले, आजा सारे वाले नीले आसमान के तले। जय हो जय हो जय हो जय हो जय हो जय हो। रत्ती रत्ती सच्ची मैंने जान गवाई है, नच समियाने के तले आजा घरे वाले नीले आसमान के तले जय हो
Shabino,
जय हो
Mamedi,
जय हो
Kalodi,
जय हो
Benkudi,
जय हो
Baila,
जय हो
Baila, Baila.
जय हो जय हो
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
థ్యాంక్ యూ స్టూడెంట్స్. ఇటువైపు ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఫ్రమ్ ఏయునా, వాట్ ఎన్ ఎనర్జీ. అసలు సాంగ్ అవుతున్నంతసేపు కూడా హ్యాండ్స్ వేవ్ చేస్తూనే ఉన్నారు. వండర్ఫుల్. ఏమంటారు సన్నీ? ఎక్స్ట్రాడినరీ కదా స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరూ
Mind
కూడా.
blowing, awesome. What else can I say?
We can't say anything because అంత ఎనర్జెటిక్ గా ఉన్నారు. సో
Yeah,
వర్డ్స్
it's-
can't describe their energy.
But it's-
Anyway, so what's next?
We have a brand ambassador for so many local brands. Yesterday I met a girl
Okay.
and people were asking what's there in her. Is she arrogant, a girl of attitude? I said she's decent. Huh? Yeah,
Okay.
she's decent. They asked me, is she beautiful? I said, I can't say that because the South Indian pageant for Miss India, South India have declared her the beautiful girl. We have Charishma to come and speak to us. Before she comes, I have a word to say. Out from the blue, right through the... Yeah.
So now please join hands together.
Can we big hand to the certified Kuchipudi, Bharatanatyam, 2 times the girl who walked the ramp, hit the head of it, and she's called the Miss South India. Shall we all give her a big hand?
So now, she has none other than Charishma is here. So let me
Yeah.
welcome the beautiful and gorgeous girl here.
Yeah, she has no attitude. She doesn't carry an air or arrogance. Modest, decent, and humble. I like that in you, Charishma. So it's over to you. Speak what you have to speak.
Yeah. Coming
Thank
2 minutes
you.
is yours.
Thank you so much for the lovely introduction. Good evening, everyone. So, as you all know, you know my name, you know my credentials. So, why am I here today? What do I have to offer? I am also a student. I'm from the Fine Arts Department in Andhra University. Yeah. So, I'm a student just like you. So, what do I have to tell you guys? Well, actually, I'm here to tell you a story. The story of a girl who wanted to be everything. So there was this girl, and her father went to her and asked her, Kana, what do you want to be when you grow up? And this girl said, I don't know, Dad. She said, well, her father said, you have to be something. You have to grow up and do something. You have to have a job, something like that. And she said, okay, Papa. So she went home that evening from school and she watched a cartoon about dinosaurs. And she loved it. She ran to her father and she was like, Dad, I know exactly what I want to be. I want to be a dinosaur. Her father said, Kana, you can't be a dinosaur, but maybe you can study dinosaurs. Okay, Papa, then I want to study dinosaurs when I grow up. Papa said, okay, done. The next day, this girl was watching a movie with her cousins. And it was a wonderful action thriller with detectives. And she was so enthralled by this movie. She ran to her father and she was like, Papa, I know exactly what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a detective. Her father said, Kana, but yesterday you said you wanted to study dinosaurs. What happened? She said, no. I changed my mind. I want to be a detective. He said, are you sure? She said, okay. The next day, she was watching the Olympics on the television. And she was totally mesmerized. She saw Michael Phelps and all the other wonderful swimmers swimming back and forth, so much energy, the cheering, the clapping. She ran to her father. She said, Papa, I know what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a professional swimmer. Her father said, "But Kanna, yesterday you said you wanted to be a detective. What happened?" Her father said, "You can't keep changing your answer." She said, "No, Papa, this is the final. I am going to be an Olympic swimmer. I have decided." Okay, Kanna, whatever you want. And do you guys have any guesses as to what happened the next day? Yeah, she changed her answer again. So who is this little girl? And what did she become when she grew up? Well, that little girl is me. My father is sitting in the audience right there, and you can ask him. I could not, for the love of me, choose one thing to do when I grew up. I constantly changed my answer. He would ask me one day, I'd say historian. I'd say deep sea diver. I'd say, I want to be a chef. I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. So a girl like me who doesn't know what to do, how am I here today standing in front of you? Well, I think it's precisely that brought me here today. So we all know as students, one of the most irritating questions that we get asked is, what next? Next ఏంటి? ఏం చేయాలనుకుంటున్నావు? Any of the students here, you know how irritating this answer can be. So, when I was in 6th standard, I saw a video on YouTube of classical dancers. I went to my father, I said, "Dad, I want to learn classical dance." He said, "Okay, you learn classical dance." Then I came to 10th standard, my board exams were about to be over. All of my friends, they knew exactly what they wanted to be. One of my friends said neuroscience, one of my friends said BTech, the other one said MBA. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so envious. How do they know? How do they know exactly what they want to be? I didn't know. I didn't have an answer. And at that time, I was really enthralled by acting. So I went to my father, I said, "Dad, I think I want to be an actor." And he looked at me like I was insane. So he said, "Fine." So I went to acting school. But I said, "Dad, I don't want to stop dancing. I love dance." So I did my certificates in Kuchipudi and Bharatanatyam. I said, "Dad, I love reading and literature." So I did my degree in literature. But I love drawing. So I'm doing my degree in fine arts. So dancer, model, actress. How the heck did I become Miss South India? Pageantry has nothing to do with this. Well, it was actually, I took a chance. Miss Vizag was a competition that was being held in Visakhapatnam, and I decided, it's close enough to acting. I'll give it a shot. Why not? I went there, I competed, and I failed. I did not win the competition. I placed 3rd. And I said, you know what? Even though I didn't win, it was an experience. And then something really surprising happened. I got the opportunity to audition for Miss South India. And I still remember that day, my mom got the call. She was on the phone. She said, "They want you to audition for Miss South India." And I said, "Are you sure? Are you sure they're talking about me?" Inke charishma led kada akkada. Because I had failed in Miss Vizag. I got 3rd. Why would they want me? I auditioned and I actually got it. I passed the audition. I was called in from Andhra Pradesh. So I said, okay, this is a great opportunity for me, and I'll do it. So I worked hard. I gave it my best shot. And then I went there to Kerala for the competition, and I was absolutely speechless. All of the girls there were so stunning, so beautiful, and all of them were so intelligent, They were all beauty queens. They deserved that crown just as much as I did. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, you know, maybe this will be an experience too. I'm not going to win this. So, but I still kept working. I still kept practicing. And on the final day of our grooming session, our pageant coach asked us a question. She said, guys, look at all of the girls in the room and pick one who you think is your biggest competition. I said, okay. I looked around. I didn't have an answer. That night, I went to my room and I had 102 fever that night. The day before the finale. And I was done. I was like, okay, ye to ab hoga nahi. I'm going to fail. I'm going to go home with nothing in my hand. I couldn't sleep that night because of my fever. But I kept thinking about this question that the coach said. Who is my biggest competition? I could not think of it. Okay, maybe it's that girl. There was one girl who was really tall and slender and absolutely gorgeous. I was like, she's my competition. Wait, no. She's not my competition. Because beauty is not the only thing you need in a beauty pageant. Surprisingly. Then there was the doctor among us who was doing her MBBS. I was like, it has to be the doctor. Doctors are so intelligent. She is far smarter than I am. Okay. And that's when I realized that I had no competition. I had absolutely no competition because I was not competing with any of the girls. I was competing with myself. And the biggest lesson I learned that day is that you cannot compete with the world. You cannot draw lines for yourself. You have to think outside. By 15, I'll finish my board exams. By 17, I'll finish inter. 25, I'll get a job. 65, I'll retire. These are the lines that they draw. But you have to think outside of that box. So, that is why I stand here today as Miss South India. Keep learning. Keep your curiosity. Keep your creativity. And don't let anything keep you down. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Charishma. Thank you.
Thank you, Cho.
Thank you. So already we are having dignitaries
Yeah,
on
we
the
have the
dais.
dignitaries
Yes.
here. We have Mr. Joseph Paturi Garu here. Sir, we welcome you, sir. A warm welcome from Visakhapatnam. The style of Visakhapatnam is to wave a big hand, shall we? Shall we wave a big hand? Higher, bigger, and longer. Thank you so much, sir. We have Mr. Nagababu Garu also.
Hello.
And another wave, like the Bay of Bengal wave. Thank you so much. Sir, you can be seated.
And keep the energy high. And let me invite our Vice Chancellor of Andhra University, Dr. Prasad Reddy Garu.
Yeah, the man behind the event here. Shall we come? Come here.
So please join hands together.
Shall we have,
And
shall
let
we
me
see him
welcome-
come?
And let
Dr.
me
Prasad Reddy
welcome-
Garu.
Let me welcome Andhra University
Yeah, wow,
Vice
that's-
Chancellor.
That's
Dr.
an NCC
Prasad
style.
Reddy Garu.
That's an NCC style of a salutation. That he walks the ramp, walks the carpet, onto the stage, over to the green stage. VC Garu. Prasad Reddy Garu, thank you
And
so much, sir.
also we are
The man behind the whole event. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, will you please-
And also we have Andhra University Registrar with us. So please join hands
Another
together.
celebrity here.
And let me welcome Dr.
Jimmy the man
James.
here. So thank
Dr.
you so much,
James
sir.
Stephen
Will you
Garu.
be seated?
Please join hands together and show some energy. Come on, I request everyone. Those who are here from Andhra University, please join hands together.
Yeah, we were given an information that there is a
I request
echo
our
in the sound,
dignitaries
please.
to please be
So,
seated.
sound engineers, can you just check it? There is a echo on that. Is it coming back? So nothing can be done. Okay, we have a Gautam team. Gautam team to...
They're going to perform for Mera Bharat dance. So let me welcome Gautam and team onto the dais for the next performance. Let me welcome Gautam and team
Yeah,
for the next performance. And also I would like to thank Mark Audio and also Andhra University for sponsoring the huge event. We are so happy. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sponsoring this wonderful event. So once again, I repeat the names of the sponsors, Mark Audio and Andhra University. Thank you so
Take
much.
over.
I think in a couple of minutes, we can see the world's best motivator, Mr. Nick. So now please join your hands together for this Mera Bharat dance.
Stevie Wonder, the Grammy Award winner for the song I Just Called to Say I Love You, made this statement that what you lack in one place, you make it in the other place. These guys do not have what we have. And most of us lack somewhere something. But if we can make it up in the place where we lack, I tell you, my friends, we get to the destiny, the life that we are made for and made to live for, and the purpose we have on this earth. Thank you so much, guys, Gautam and team. And this is the blind school, Vishaka Model School. Yeah. The woman behind this is Sudha Rolands. Okay. So, yeah, next. Go ahead, guys.
కాలం నీతో నడవదు నిన్నడిగి ముందుకు సాగదు సంకల్పం ఒకటే చాలదు దానికి సమయమే కదరా ఆయుధము విజయం నేరుగా చేరదు శ్రమ పడితే దక్కగా మానదు నీ లక్ష్యం చేరే మార్గంలో ప్రతి సెకను విలువని తెలుసుకో ఉన్నోడివా లేనోడివా ఏ కులం నీదని అడగదు మంచోడివా చెడ్డోడివా ఏ మతము నీది అని అడగదు ప్రేమ చాలి చూపదు దాక్షిణ్యాలే ఉండవు ప్రేమ చాలి చూపదు దాక్షిణ్యాలే ఉండవు దానికి విలువను ఇస్తే గెలుస్తావు అది మరిచితే అక్కడే ఆగుతావు కాలం నీతో నడవదు నిన్నడిగి ముందుకు సాగదు సంకల్పం ఒకటే చాలదు దానికి సమయమే కదరా ఆయుధము టైము సరిపోదు తమ్మి జర జల్ది మేలుకోరో సమయాన్ని చులకన చూసినవంటే ఓటమితో నిలిచినట్టే మనకున్న టైము సరిపోదు తమ్మి జర జల్ది మేలుకోరో సమయాన్ని చులకన చూసినవంటే ఓటమితో నిలిచినట్టే క్రమ పద్ధతి లేని జీవనం కాలం విలువను మరిచిన సమయాభావం గొప్పది అది లేదని చెప్పితే కుదరది గెలిచిన వీరుడి మనసుని అడుగు సమయం విలువేంటో గడిచిన నీ గత కాలాన్నడుగు కోల్పోయిందేంటో అది తెలుసుకోని ముందుకు పోతే విజయం నీ బానిసరా కాలం నీతో నడవదు నిన్నడిగి ముందుకు సాగదు సంకల్పం ఒకటే చాలదు దానికి సమయమే కదరా ఆయుధము ఒకసారి నువ్వు ప్రతిమాలి చూడు కోల్పోయిన కాలాన్ని తిరిగొస్తదేమో నీ వైపు చూసి నీ సమయం కరుణించి ఒకసారి నువ్వు ప్రతిమాలి చూడు కోల్పోయిన కాలాన్ని తిరిగొస్తదేమో నీ వైపు చూసి నీ సమయం కరుణించి నిన్నే నిన్నుగా మలిచేవులిరా సమయం అంటే తమ్ముడా విలువలతోని బతికే బతుకును అందిస్తదిరా నిండుగా క్రమశిక్షణను నేర్పిస్తదిరా సమయం మరు నిత్యం స్వేరో సైనికుడై సాగర కాలం జెండా ఎత్తి నడవర తమ్ముడ ధైర్యం నీ కను నిత్యం కాలం నీతో నడవదు నిన్నడిగి ముందుకు సాగదు సంకల్పం ఒకటే చాలదు దానికి సమయమే కదరా ఆయుధము విజయం నేరుగా చేరదు శ్రమ పడితే దక్కగా మానదు నీ లక్ష్యం చేరే మార్గంలో ప్రతి సెకను విలువని తెలుసుకో ఉన్నోడివా లేనోడివా ఏ కులం నీదని అడగదు మంచోడివా చెడ్డోడివా ఏ మతము నీది అని అడగదు ప్రేమ చాలి చూపదు దాక్షిణ్యాలే ఉండవు ప్రేమ చాలి చూపదు దాక్షిణ్యాలే ఉండవు దానికి విలువను ఇస్తే గెలుస్తావు అది మరిచితే అక్కడే ఆగుతావు కాలం నీతో నడవదు నిన్నడిగి ముందుకు సాగదు సంకల్పం ఒకటే చాలదు దానికి సమయమే కదరా ఆయుధము
What a lovely dance performance. They are not disabled. They are differently able. So please join your hands together. Wonderful. So next we are having another dance performance. So please join your hands together for School Vishaka Valley. They are coming up with a wonderful traditional member. So please join hands together and let me welcome the team Vishaka Valley School onto the dais, please. Let me welcome team Vishaka Valley.
A word before the Suswagatam cream from the Vishaka Valley comes. I tell you, my friends, when these guys who have no eyes were doing that, it made me cry. Okay? They're not disabled. They're differently able. And if only we can see that, the difficulties and the lacks that we have, I tell you, my friends, we can make it greater and live above life. Over to Vishaka Valley for a bonanza. Pen drive, second song. Pen drive, second song. Sound engineer, are you okay? Good, sir. Thank you.
స్వాగతం 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 సుస్వాగతం స్వాగతం శుభ స్వాగతం స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం స్వాగతం శుభ స్వాగతం 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 నవరస శోభిత ప్రాంగణములకు సరసహృదయులకు స్వాగతం పూజ్యులు విజ్ఞులు కళా బంధువులు శ్రోతలందరికీ స్వాగతం సుందరం సుమధురం నీతి సంబరం శుభకరం దివ్య స్వాగతం 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 స్వాగతం
సపమగత కిట తది మిత కిట తది మిదిరన్న సపమగత కిట తది మిత కిట తది మిదిరన్న సరిగట్టబరి రిగరిని సరిగట్టబరి సపమగ మమ గమ మగ మమ గమ మగ పగ గరిసని స donde está mi ante say yeah 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 takita tadi midirana Carissa, carissa, carissa. Carigasa, sa carigasa, sa carigasa. C'est comme ça, ma chérie, la 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 la. Carissa, 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 li va badali sa. Oh gracious one, you're the sun that dispels the darkness of the unlettered. You're the stream of consciousness for the unthinking fool. You are the all-given precious stone for the poor, but those crammed by the sea of birds at the tusk of the bow.
Wonderful. What an elegant dance performance. Please join your hands together for the lovely girls.
Can we do it
చాలా
louder?
అద్భుతంగా చేశారు.
Can you do it louder? That is a wait. They've been doing it for past 1 week to 10 days, and they've put in all their efforts with all the costume that they have paid for themselves. Okay, so another big round of applause to them, please. Vishaka Valivi, thank you so much, and Shiva Garu and Samata Ma'am Garu.
And
Thank you for
also-
standing behind us.
Vizagidis, come on, join your hands together. And let me welcome Dr. Paduri Garu. So please join hands together and let me welcome Dr. Paduri Garu. He came from USA. So please join hands together. And I'm very proud to invite Dr. Paduri Garu here. So please.
Good evening. Good evening.
This energy is not enough. Come on, AU students.
Can it be better? Good evening. That sounds much better. Good evening, Vizag. Good evening, Vizag. Good evening, Vizag. Good evening, Andhra University. Good evening, all other educational institutions across this city and around this city area. Good evening, all educational institutions. Are you glad that you are here on university campus today? I am so glad because I am a graduate of Andhra University. About 50 years ago, I attended Andhra University, and I feel kind of nostalgic when I come to this campus and see all the places, the college, and also the hostels we stayed and the friends we made. So glad, so excited to be on this beautiful campus. And we are so thankful and grateful to the Vice Chancellor and also to the Registrar and all the staff for allowing us use of your facilities so generously. Thank you so much. How many of you heard about Nick Vujicic? Did you read about him? Where did you read? In your English textbook? What is the title of that chapter? What is the title of the chapter on Nick Vujicic? Attitude is altitude. That's what you are going to learn today. In spite of all the challenges, difficulties that we might have, but we can be having a positive attitude that makes all the difference to be successful, to be victorious. Not only just victorious, but more than victorious. If we have the right attitude, positive attitude, we can just be more than victors, more than successful. That is the key. Any one of us, at some point or the other, we have challenges, difficulties, anxious moments, fearsome moments, but it is the right attitude that makes all the difference. You can overcome barriers, difficulties, challenges. So may we learn from the life of Nick, who came all the way from the US to be with everyone here physically and tell about his story without having legs, without having hands, right from birth, how he is motivated, how he is inspired, that he can be used for effective purposes to inspire and motivate people around the world. So that is what we are going to learn. And we are so thankful that the government even used his life story as part of the textbook, that people can learn how to be motivated and inspired and be victorious and successful in life. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great evening.
Check. Hello. Wonderful words by Dr. Paturi Garu. Thank you so much, sir. So now let me welcome Mr. Sunny to invite a special person. So now let me welcome Mr. Sunny.
Thank you, Harika.
My
I have a
pleasure.
small change.
Yeah.
As you told that I should be calling one Mr. Top guy.
Yeah,
We have
Sunil-
Adimula
Mr. Sunil
Suresh Garu
Robert,
to come and just say.
Okay.
Huh? Adimula Vishal Garu. Just 1 minute, sir. Okay. Be as short as possible.
Thank you.
Over to you, sir.
Good evening, all students, ladies and gentlemen. I know I am quite young to be standing on the stage, but basically I'm very honored to be invited to speak in Vizag in front of such a huge crowd. Basically, I'm an entrepreneur, and at a young age, yes, I had educational institutions in Andhra Pradesh, and they give free education to a lot of poor children and students. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of kids here who want to become entrepreneurs one day, who want to become businessmen one day, who want to take the world into their hands. And yes, there is no force stopping you. I would like to say that, if at all you want to become an entrepreneur, Andhra Pradesh is a very good state to start that journey, because it's not just a developing state. There's a lot of opportunity also in the state today. We see that in form of education, school education and higher education. There are a lot of developmental initiatives that are being done by the government also, in form of various initiatives and schemes. There's a lot of skill building initiatives that are done by the government. It helps students today. I have seen this struggle from a lot of people that I interact with, especially my own students, who feel that there is a skill gap between what they learn and what the industry is offering. And definitely today in Andhra Pradesh, we are seeing that skill gap being merged. There's no more divide. The divide is becoming thinner. And that is giving a lot of opportunities for not just students, but also people in the MSME sector, in micro, small, medium enterprises, to set up their own businesses, to start their own businesses, and to create new opportunities for themselves in lot of ways. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very happy for the organizers and for especially Andhra University. I'm very happy for the Vice Chancellor and for the Registrar for giving me this wonderful opportunity to spend time and share my thoughts with the people of Vizag today. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So now let me welcome Mr. Sunny Joseph to introduce a great person, Mr. Sunil Robert. So now let me welcome Mr. Sunny Joseph. Please,
Thank
please.
you, Harika.
Yeah. You got a good chance.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not wrong, yes.
Oh, she wanted to take the chance actually, but he being something else to me than to her makes me stand here and speak to you about him. Here is a guy. If you know, Oscar is for movies and Grammy is for music. But there's another award equally parallels these two awards, the Grammy and the Oscars. It's called the Oscar of the corporate world. The one and only Asian who won that is Sunil Vupula. The guy standing there. Shall we all give him a big hand? The only Asian, that too, Apna Telugu Gadda Bidda.
Wow.
Hey, that makes it, man. Come on. That's relevant. See? That's where they're connected. What more? He's the author of 2 books that stood for the New York Times bestseller, motivational speaker, from Bombay to Stock Exchange to New York, Wall Street. He made his mark in Asia, in Europe, and in North America. Finally, as a finale, there are 6 international marathons that are scary to cover. Even to one, it is a scary thing. This guy has completed a 6 and entered the Guinness Book of World Records last year. That makes him deserve another wide applause for him. Apna Telugu Bidda, and I have a word to say. He's my chaddi buddy. We grew in the same colony, same friendship circle, same area. Sunil Robert, I'm so proud. Vupula, take over. Thank you, Harika.
So before taking, sir, ఒక్కసారి మన తెలుగు వాళ్ళు అనేసరికి మన వైజాగ్ వాళ్ళకి అండ్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ వాళ్ళ ఎనర్జీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు సీ సార్. ఒక్కసారి అందరూ కూడా ప్లీజ్ జాయిన్ హ్యాండ్స్ టుగెదర్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ AU స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ వైజాగిడీస్, కమ్ ఆన్. Thank you, sir. So this is the energy of Andhra University students. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Check. Namaste, Vizag! Okay, that was okay. But I'll tell you, yesterday we were in Kurnool. Ninna evening, Kurnool lo ఇట్లాంటి ఓపెన్ ఎయిర్ ఆడిటోరియంలోనే పబ్లిక్ గ్రౌండ్స్లోనే ఒక పెద్ద మీటింగ్ జరిగింది. సుమారుగా మీ అంతే క్రౌడ్ ఉంది, బట్ దేర్ సౌండ్ లెవెల్ వాజ్ ట్వైస్. మీరేమో ఉక్కు నగరం అని చెప్పుకుంటారు, రైట్? యు ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ద స్టీల్ సిటీ. మరి సౌండ్ ఏమో బిక్కు బిక్కుమని ఉంది. షల్ వి ట్రై దట్ అగైన్? లెట్స్ సే నమస్తే వైజాగ్. Okay, that's getting better. The reason I want you to get excited about today is your motivation and your expectation is actually linked. The more you're excited about hearing Nick Vujicic today, the more you will receive and go back with your lives changed. So I'm very excited that Nick is going to be speaking, but we have a few items to go over, and I want to take you through those before Nick comes and addresses you. మీరు తెలుగు అనగానే ఫుల్ పులకించిపోయారు. So I want to see if you continued in your Telugu connections when you learned something as a child. So I'll start the first line of a very famous poem. మీరు second part మీరు చెప్పాలి, okay? ఏ దేశం ఏగినా, ఏ పీఠం ఎక్కినా, పొగడరా నీ తల్లి, నిలపరా నీ జాతి. Wow, that's the kind of spirit. Any place I went to as an NRI, as a writer, as a speaker, the proudest thing is that I am an Indian first, a proud Indian and a proud Telugu person. That's what you should also be taking away today. As an Indian, what should I be doing? Anna a prashna manalni tolchi vestundali eppudu. So today I want to share about another young boy who came from a very modest background. Chala humble, chala peda kutumbam nunchi vachi aa abbayi ento shraminchi, ento manchi pranalikalu veskoni, chala parishrama చూపించి ఉన్నత శిఖరాలకు ఎదిగాడు. And not only that, ఆయన మెడికల్ ఫీల్డ్లోకి వెళ్ళాక he became a doctor and he went overseas. వెళ్ళిన ఫస్ట్ ఫ్యూ ఇయర్స్లోనే తను ఏమనుకున్నాడంటే, I have a choice to make. Either I can make tons of money and be happy with నేను నా కుటుంబం చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉండొచ్చు, or I can do something for the people around me అన్న ఆ ఆలోచనతో as a young lad he started with his new wife a wonderful organization called Ashish Community Health Organization. Adi start chesi America lo when he went into his overseas assignment in Jamaica. How many of you know Jamaica? All right. Who's the most famous runner that you know from Jamaica? Very good. You guys are very well connected with your sports. So he went to Jamaica for his job, and as he and his wife started earning money, they started putting away all their money into serving the needs of the people. For example, during COVID, what they did was, Jamaica lo, వాళ్ళకి చాలా నీడ్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళ సొంత డబ్బులు పెట్టి they bought all the kits that they were needed, the medical supplies that were needed, and they started helping people there. And once they discovered that ఇండియాలో వాళ్ళు ఏ ప్రదేశం నుంచి వచ్చారో వాళ్ళ నీడ్స్ కూడా చూసి they started another organization called Abul Kalam Foundation, and they started helping young children. 600 students ni వాళ్ళు help చేశారు. So we'll just say they are a young couple, but they've already achieved a lot. When the President of India, Ramnath Kovind, visited Jamaica, they were appreciated by him, not just for being doctors, but the President said, these people are Telugu people. That makes us all proud of our heritage, where we are rooted from. So without much ado, give me a Vizag steel, heavy metal, noisy round of applause to Dr. Nagendra Babu Chandolu, who's a wonderful doctor in Jamaica. He's here today with his beautiful family as well, and he has a few words to share.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening, Vizag. Everybody good? Okay. I would like to play the AV before I start. Please. Volume. Audio. పొందకపోవచ్చు, కానీ ఒకటో ఇద్దరు బెనిఫిట్ పొందుతారు చూసారా, ఆ ఒక్కరనే వారు కొన్ని లక్షల మందిని మార్చగలరు. ఆ ఒక్కరు మీరే ఎందుకు కాకూడదు? మన రాష్ట్రాన్ని, మన దేశాన్ని ఎందుకు గొప్పగా చేసుకోకూడదు? ఈ రోజు ఉన్న గవర్నమెంట్ సిస్టంలో ఒక ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్కి ఇంత ప్రాధాన్యత ఇచ్చి స్కూల్స్ అనేది ఇలా చేయటం అనేది దిస్ సచ్ ఎ వండర్ఫుల్ థింగ్. ఎక్కడున్నా కానీ ఆ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టంలో ఉన్న రిసోర్సెస్ని ప్రొవైడ్ చేయటం అనేది ఇంతవరకు నేను ఎన్నో దేశాలు ఉన్నాను, నేను చైనాలో ఉన్నాను, నేను జమైకాలో ఉన్నాను. ఒక ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్కి ఇన్ని రిసోర్సెస్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుంది ఎక్కడ నేను నిజంగా చూడలేదు. ఒకది గొప్పతనానికి చెప్పడానికి కాదు, ఇది నిజంగా ఒక మంచి చేసినప్పుడు ఖచ్చితంగా ఒకటి అది విద్య, రెండు ఆరోగ్యం. ఆరోగ్యం అనేది నేను ఎలా తీసుకున్నానంటే, మేము హెల్త్ క్యాంప్స్ కండక్ట్ చేస్తాం. లక్కీగా ఇక్కడ ఆంధ్ర స్టేట్లో మీకు హెల్త్ క్యాంప్స్ అనేది కండక్ట్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది మీ విలేజ్ ఏరియాస్లో. ప్లీజ్ యూటిలైజ్ దెమ్. ఒక సమస్యని మనం చిన్న మొక్కకు అన్నప్పుడే తీసేసుకోవాలి. అటువంటిది మీ హెల్త్ క్లినిక్స్లో మీకు అంబులెన్స్ వచ్చి మీకు ఆ చెకప్ చేస్తున్నందుకు ప్రతి మండలంలో 4-5 డాక్టర్స్ నియమించారు. ఆ డాక్టర్స్ ద్వారా మీ సమస్య ఏదన్నా ఉంటే నెవర్ హెసిటేట్ టు చెకప్. చెకప్ ఈజ్ ప్రివెన్షన్ ఈజ్ బెటర్ దెన్ ఎ క్యూర్. సో మనకు ఒక సమస్య వచ్చే ముందు కంటే ఈ ఆరోగ్య సమస్యను ముందు, ఎందుకంటే ఈ ప్రొఫెషన్ డాక్టర్, టీచర్స్, సెక్యూరిటీ, పోలీస్ ఆఫీసర్స్, బికాజ్ వాళ్ళు ఎంత స్ట్రెస్కి గురవుతారు. ఎంత స్ట్రెస్కి గురవుతారంటే చూస్తానికి బయట చాలా వీళ్ళ శాలరీ బాగుందనుకుంటారు, కానీ వాళ్ళు ఉండే స్ట్రెస్లో ఎవ్రీబడి ది గెటింగ్ ఎ డయాబెటిక్, హైపర్ టెన్షన్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. మీరు చెకప్ చేయించుకోండి, మీరు ఆరోగ్యంగా బాగుండండి. పిల్లలు, ఐ లవ్ యూ ఆల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వైజాగ్ giving us such a huge opportunity, and Marcadio, thank you so much. And just my organization name is Ashish Community Health Organization, and we also doing a charity events in Andhra with the name of Abdul Kalam Seva Society. అబుల్ కలాం సేవా సొసైటీ ఒక అబ్దుల్ కలాం లాంటి మహోన్నతమైన వ్యక్తిని ఆదర్శంగా తీసుకునే ముందుకెళ్ళాను. మదర్ తెరీసా లాంటి గొప్ప సేవా దృక్పథంలో ఉన్న వారిని నేను తీసుకెళ్ళాను. ఇక్కడ కూడా 21 స్కూల్స్లో ఈ స్లమ్ ఏరియాలో తీసుకుని చేస్తున్నాం. వీటన్నిటికీ please continue your blessings. I hope I just inspired someone of you here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Please give the mic to Mr. Sunil Robert. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Babu Chandolu. You know, when we hear such stories, the power of education anedi manaki chala pramukyata anedi it comes out very strongly. మన ఇండియన్ పేరెంట్స్ ఎట్లా ఉంటారు అంటే, తెలుగు పేరెంట్స్ ఎట్లా ఉంటారంటే, అరే నీ ఏజ్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు లెట్స్ సే దేర్స్ అ 12-year-old బాయ్, ద ఫాదర్ సేస్, అరే నీ ఏజ్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు విశ్వనాథ్ ఆనంద్ బికేమ్ అ వరల్డ్ ఛాంపియన్ రా, నువ్వేంటి ఇంకా వీడియో గేమ్స్ ఆడుతున్నావు అని. అట్లా దే ఆల్వేస్ ట్రై టు కంపేర్, రైట్? సో వన్ డే వన్ బాయ్ గాట్ వెరీ టైర్డ్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద taunts and the comparisons that this dad was doing. So what he did was, he waited for the next chance. He did something mischievous, and the dad said, అరే నీ ఏజ్ అప్పుడు అనగానే, డాడీ మీరు ఊకే ఇట్లా అనవాకండి, మీ ఏజ్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు జగన్మోహన్ రెడ్డి సీఎం అయ్యారు, మీరేంటి ఇక్కడ కూర్చున్నారు అన్నాడంట. సో the motivation that you get from hearing great stories like Chandolu Babu, Dr. Babu, is that even if one young person is inspired to take up medical field, then his entire trip from Jamaica to here is worth it. You know, last year we had the joy and the privilege of meeting our CM. We actually went to a government school, and we actually saw the amazing transformation that education is doing in different parts of AP. To see the schemes is one thing, but to actually see the difference, particularly in girl children. Yesterday, there was one young lady who recited the entire chapter, Attitude is Altitude, in English, by heart, on stage, in front of thousands of people. That's the power of education. So today, young people, if your parents are asking you to excellently perform in education, keep this in mind. They are asking you to do it for a better future, not just for you, but for our state, for our country, and for the world at large. You can change the world. Turn to your neighbor and say, you can change the world. Please, you can change the world. All right, now there is a theme called How the Power of Education Liberates and Lifts People. And so I'll request the MIME team to come forward and perform for us on this all too important theme of education. The MIME team. Ladies and gentlemen, They can hear you. So give it a round of applause. And this team is from Andhra University Creative Arts, and they're studying to become creative artists. So they are well on their way to become creative professionals.
True, sir. They are from Department of Theatre, Arts and Agriculture, so they are ready to perform Miami Nature. It's a saving nature concept, so over to you.
Hi.
Good evening, one and all. We are the students of Andhra University Theatre Arts Department. We are here to present a mime show, theme of Save Agriculture and Build Irrigation Projects. I am repeating, Save Agriculture and Build Irrigation Projects. Thank you.
कौसल्या सुप्रजा रामपूर्वा सन्ध्या प्रवर्तते उत्तिष्ठ नरशार्दूल कर्तव्यं दैवमाह्निकम्
Thank you so much, guys. You have done a fantastic job. Shall we give them a big hand? Shall we give them a big hand? Nick has already come here, and we're going to invite him onto the stage. And can I ask Harika to come and invite him? Yeah, thank you so much. I think we can. Okay.
We are extremely sorry. Act Madhyalo Aptunanduku. We are extremely
we are really
sorry.
sorry because we are running short of time. Okay, and.
So, Sunny garu crowd ఎంతమంది ఉంటారని మీరు ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు? Nearly.
Is this a crowd or a crowd of sea? Or a sea of crowd? I'm confused. 1 lakh?
That is the power of Vizagides.
Wow.
Crowd ఏదైనా ఈవెంట్ ఉంది అంటే that is the power of students. AU and not only AU మిగతా schools వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు. But you can see the energy of them.
I take it. Thank you. Yeah, here comes. Yeah.
So, before I am welcoming Nick garu, please stop the music. Please stop the music. And please switch on your mobile phone torch lights. Please switch on your mobile phone torch lights. మన వైజాగ్ వాళ్ళు నిక్ గారిని ఎలా వెల్కమ్ చేస్తారో తెలియాలి కదా. So please switch on your mobile phone torch lights. Everyone. Just switch on the torch lights. For everyone. That will be a great and grand welcome to Nick garu. And about Mr. Nick, Australian and American Mr. Nick is a world-renowned motivational and inspirational speaker, and he also a New York Times best-selling author, coach, and entrepreneur. So now please join hands together and just wave the torchlights for 1 more minute. Are you excited to listen the speech? Are you excited to listen the speech? If yes, then kindly please switch on your mobile phone torchlight and just wait for 1 more minute. Say hi with your mobile phone torchlight. Andaru kuda mobile phone torchlight tho. Please say hi. Everyone.
May I request everybody to clear the place? Please, everybody. Yeah, please. Can you all please clear the place? And may I request the Vice Chancellor, the man behind the entire program here, to please come.
Thank you so much, Vizagides. I request everyone, please take your seat.
Harika, we have a very solemn, sacred, and a silent program now. Can you
Okay.
ask the crowd to stand?
Oh, just now I said them to sit. Okay, anyways. I
Okay.
request everyone, please stand for a while.
Not,
And-
not now, not now. I'll tell you, please. Because VC Garu has to come.
Okay.
And we have a solemn moment of just 2 minutes. And I would like you to participate in that. And let's have the crowd clear it. Can the security come, please help the crowd clear here? Please. Nobody here.
I
Sir.
request అందరూ కూడా ప్లీజ్ స్టేజ్
Nobody
క్లియర్
here,
చేయాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. డిగ్నిటరీస్ తప్ప మిగతా వారందరూ కూడా ప్లీజ్ క్లియర్ ద స్టేజ్.
Yeah,
దిస్ ఇస్
దయచేసి.
హంబల్ రిక్వెస్ట్.
Sir.
దిస్ ఇస్ ఎ హంబల్ రిక్వెస్ట్. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ డిగ్నిటరీస్ తప్ప మిగతా వారందరూ కూడా ప్లీజ్ క్లియర్ ద స్టేజ్.
Denki? Okay. 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 You want to read this? Okay, please. Once the crowd is clear, please here. Check.
ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ డిగ్నిటరీస్ తప్ప మిగతా వారందరూ కూడా ప్లీజ్ క్లియర్ ద స్టేజ్.
Where is the security here? Hello, sir. Clear these people.
దిస్ ఇస్ ద హంబల్ రిక్వెస్ట్. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ డిగ్నిటరీస్ తప్ప మిగతా వారందరూ కూడా స్టేజ్ క్లియర్ చేయాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నామండి. ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ మైండ్.
Milky, can you have people move from here? Okay. The camera crew also can get down, please. All the cameramen, please.
ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్
దయచేసి.
కెమెరామెన్స్ అందరూ కూడా దిస్ ఇస్ ద హంబల్ రిక్వెస్ట్. ప్లీజ్ అండి కొంచెం కిందకు వెళ్లాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. దిస్ ఇస్ ద హంబల్ రిక్వెస్ట్. ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ మైండ్ బ్యాడ్.
Yeah. Can we all stand to your feet before VC Garu comes and speaks? We have a solemn moment, and I ask
లెట్ మీ వెల్కమ్ వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ ఆఫ్
And
ఆంధ్ర
registrar,
యూనివర్సిటీ.
and the registrar. We stand. We are a crowd close to 1 lakh, but about definitely 75,000, as somebody has informed us. And we are going to take a solemn pledge for the nation. And I want you to put your hands straight. And as VC Garu stands next to
So
Harika
please.
and
So please.
Registrar Garu stands next to me, I would like you to repeat these words as a read. From human being to being human.
ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ అందరూ కూడా ప్లెడ్జ్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు ప్లీజ్ చేతిని కొంచెం ముందుకు పెట్టాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం.
This is the pledge we are going to take for the nation, as a college, as a university, as students community, as entire Visakhapatnam that is represented here. So the pledge here is from human being to being human. Yeah. Yeah. Towards a thriving humanity, a pledge for change from human being to being a human. Here starts the pledge. I solemnly vow to champion peace and a harmonious coexistence among all beings, embedding within me the essence of respect and inclusivity for every form of life thriving on our precious planet, Mother Earth. I am wholeheartedly dedicated to cultivating a culture that embraces diversity while actively discouraging use of drugs and minimizing the harmful impact of plastic waste. I recognize the importance of mental and emotional well-being and dedicate myself to promote mental health awareness and support system. With unwavering determination, my goal is to contribute towards a cleaner, healthier, and more inclusive India, where the dignity of women and elders is cherished and protected. Jai Hind. Mera Bharat Mahan.
Jai
Thank you
Hind.
so much. You all can
Thank
be
you so
seated.
much. I request everyone, please take your seat. I request everyone, please take your seat.
Yeah, we have the official announcement coming from Asia Book of Records. Mr. Patro. Thank you, sir.
Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Dilip Patro, and I'm honored to serve as the official representative for Asia Books of Records. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you today to acknowledge a momentous achievement. Today I have the pleasure of announcing the result for the record-breaking achievement titled Maximum People Taking Pledge for Change from Human Being to Being Human under the auspice of Asia Books of Records. I believe you have to clap very big, very big. I need it. It's a pride for the Andhra University and citizen of Vizag. Thank you. And one more thing, I just wanted to inform you. Now it's a time to announce the record maximum people taking pledge for change from human being to human being human. Andhra University Engineering College, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. India set the record to maximum people taking pledge to change. The students and people came large numbers and gathered at the Andhra University Engineering College ground and took a pledge to change. The people also attended an interactive session by renowned motivation speaker, Mr. Nick Edge, confined on February 6, 2024. Congratulations to the Andhra University. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I request everyone, please join your hands together.
That's
Much
a moment
louder.
of congratulations, a defining moment, and an honor and an hour of success.
So now I request Andhra University Vice Chancellor to speak a few words. And I would like to specially thank Mark Audio for the wonderful opportunity and for the wonderful event. And also I would like to thank Andhra University. Over to you, sir.
With a big round of applause, let us extend a very warm welcome to this evangelist, a greatest motivational speaker, Dr. Nick Vujicic, to Andhra University for the kind attention of all. In exactly 2 months of time from today onwards, this university turns 99 years. 99 is an angel number. It symbolizes perseverance, determination, knowledge, and humanism. Andhra University nurtures and nourishes all these values. This is a unique university in India, which has been established in the juxtaposition of wonderful seascape and landscape. The university which was established in the city of destiny, Visakhapatnam, and this has shaped the destiny of many a stalwart, be it the technocrats, industrialists, CEOs, bureaucrats, politicians, presidents, vice presidents, editors, novelists, environmentalists, AVM and VSM medal winners in Army, Navy and Air Force. And this is the university whose diaspora melts all the time zones of the entire globe. Move around the globe. You see wonderful doctors, wonderful software engineers, wonderful civil engineers, wonderful environmentalists working who have got roots of this particular campus. And this is one university whose family manifests Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. And this is one university, in fact, over the past 4 years, the kind of efforts that has been put in with the blessings of Honorable Chief Minister Sri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu transformed the entire campus. It is total transformation. And the kind of activities that has been embarked upon in fact, made this particular university to get a magical impact, a magical kind of a support from all the corners. And this university could, in fact, rise to the top 3 positions in India. At this point of time, the 3.74 out of 4, the NAC A++ grade is unique for this particular university. And at this point of time, today, in fact, we are so fortunate to have this wonderful, wonderful person who is present here to motivate all of us. Yes, this is in fact what is required for the current generation of youth. It is your thoughts, it is your beliefs that would always decide your, altitude. And, you will have to always raise your ambition. And most of the times, you see these days, the young students are in fact, tying their ambitions with the past or the present, but not in the future. They are always worried about in the present scenario, present condition, whatever drawbacks that they have, they are only just worried and thinking about that. No, not at all. Anybody can grow into the kind of a person that you want in the future, provided you raise your ambition and tie your ambition into the future rather than clinging back to the past time zones. Here is a wonderful person, in fact, it is not the color of the balloon. It is not, in fact, the external circumstances, the challenges, your background, your education, all these things, in case if you are not having, an appropriate kind of a background, in case you have not studied in English medium school at one point of time, no, your parents are poor, all these things are external conditions. They do not, in fact, determine the flight of your balloon. It is what you fill in here. It is that positive attitude that determines the altitude. It is not the color of the balloon, but it's the gas that is filled in, the right gas. And right gas, definitely you would get it provided you get wonderful words from this evangelist, world's #1 motivational speaker. I'm so happy, sir, to have you here at Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. This is an emerging city, a smart city, and the right time you have come in. We are so happy to have you here. So thank you so much. And give him a big round of applause to welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Prasad Reddy Garu. Lovely to have the VC himself welcome, along with our registrar, Dr. James Stephen. I don't think I should stand between you and the main speaker. So I'll just share a couple of things as to why Nick is who he is. By now you would have studied all that in your textbooks about his great accomplishments, about how he overcame a congenital problem, how he framed his attitude where instead of a problem, he actually saw it as, instead of an obstacle, as an opportunity. We know all that. But what I want to tell you is how he impacted me. I'm sure you want to know how this bald man who came all the way from America finds inspiration in Nick's life. In the year 1998, I had a bike accident and a 7-inch piece from my right knee was surgically removed. They said I couldn't walk straight. I had to limp, and at that time I was not even married, so I was wondering how I'll get a beautiful girl. I had a big thought on that. But yet, when doctors said he can't run or he can't do any sports, I was depressed. But when I saw Nick and his videos, I said, here is a man who does play golf, he does surfing, he does all sorts of sports, swimming including, and he does not have any limits. In fact, one of his key themes is no limits. And so if I saw inspiration through his life, it had led me, as the introduction was shared, to run the top 6 marathons in the world, all because of the inspiration that I derived from this wonderful, wonderful man who's a legend, who's a towering figure. So without much ado, Vizag, are you ready to hear Nick Vujicic? Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you, please turn on your phones and flashlights and give him a warm wave. Welcome to Nick.
Oh, hello everybody! Wow, this is amazing. Good evening everyone. Get your flashlights out. Give me a big wave. Wow, it is such a privilege and an honor to be here. Can the audio people turn me down? I feel like I'm way too loud. You may be seated. Can the audio people turn me down, please? Thank you. Are you having a good night? Are you ready to be inspired? You may be seated. Thank you so much. Take your seats. Take your seats. Thank you so much for your welcome. I want to first and foremost thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Andhra University and Registrar for accommodating this event on such short notice. They've been very hospitable, and I'm very happy to hear about their successful efforts in promoting higher education in Andhra Pradesh. Another person I always want to and must mention, I believe that the Chief Minister, Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, is a great inspiration for me, a great inspiration for the whole country, and for many youngsters. He is creating Andhra Pradesh as an example and role model all across the state in the education sector. I believe that his vision to promote and develop school infrastructure, promote English medium education, and introduce popular schemes like Amma Vodi will create lots of opportunities for learning students. Lastly, I want to thank Vishal Aldamalapu for coordinating my tour in India and giving me all the love and support through all of you. Thank you as well to Mark Audio for making this all happen. Can we thank them all, please? Thank you so much. Can you give them all a round of applause? Thank you very much. This is my 8th time to India, and I've heard that you have all seen me in your textbooks. And can you move? Can we have no more photographers in front of me? Thank you. I want to tell you that it is remarkable, absolutely remarkable, the 99 years of your university. Let's congratulate your university once again. Number 3 in ranking. I am so thankful to be here today. I am so thankful that every time I go around the world and get up in front of anybody, that I always talk about the hope that we can all have. I am never a person to say that I understand anybody's pain, but I want you to know that in your life, can you stop coming up here? Thank you so much. When you understand that hope is for you, there are still many ups and downs, and we can all have great academic scores. We can all have some things in our life that we hope and dream for. But how do we stay resilient? How do we not just achieve our goal and dream, but how do we really dream the biggest dream of all? Today I want to talk about 3 things. I want to talk about the power of gratitude. The second thing, the power of belief. And the third thing, the power of unity. You know, for me, as I've traveled now 81 countries, there are many parts of my life that I love. And many people look at me as an inspiration. But I want to first tell you that even in the last 3 years of my life, I want you to know that we all go through ups and downs. I went through depression in 2021. I had to go through counseling, and I want to share that as an opening remark for you to understand that I am a human being just like you. And I love the statement that you made, because when you are a human being, you must understand that you have human feelings. It's not that just one day we wake up and we feel strong. It's not just one day that we wake up and our dreams come true. What we must understand is the wrestling of our thinking, our mind, our soul, our heart, and our resilience. I am very thankful for the parents that I was given because they taught me not to avoid resistance. So many human beings try to avoid resistance, but those who take on resistance head on, these are the ones that become most resilient. These are the ones with long suffering that we can have an attitude of thanksgiving and gratefulness for what we have. And I'll tell you right now, I am very worried for the United States of America. I'm very worried for the next generation over there. America, for many, 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 many years, has been a nation that everyone looks up to. But do you know what I think America has lost? The lack of gratitude, the lack of resilience. Because when you look at the next generation in America, when you give children everything they want, when they want, and how they want it, they don't get to face resistance. For a generation that never goes through resistance, it'll be quick when difficulties come where they will not have the resilience. When you have everything you want, when you want, and how you want it, you also steal an entire generation of a gift. I think the greatest gift that human beings can have is the feeling of gratitude. When you go through suffering, when you know what it means to lack something, when you know how difficult it is to work hard to achieve something or just to have and fight through, when you have that resistance and you have the persistence, you also are grateful for what you have. My parents, they always told me to be thankful for what I had. Not just because they had to fight for what they had, but they didn't thrive in their life. They were for many years fighting just to survive. My parents did not grow up in a wealthy home. My parents actually grew up in a poor home. My parents actually were raised and born in a country called former Yugoslavia. And during some regime in the 1960s, my mum was 6 years old when her father went to jail, and my dad was 15 when his father went to jail due to different circumstances. No criminal activity, but it was persecution of their faith. And I will tell you that my parents always said, be thankful for the food that you are given. Be thankful for the shelter that you have. Be thankful for the parents that you have. And be thankful that you are not only going to survive, but it's up to you to thrive. Many people in the West are lacking purposeness. But when I go around the world, I don't see any lack of purpose-driven goals that everyone can have. There are about 2 billion people who don't have food around the world. There are 70 million slaves who are forced into slave labor or sexual prostitution by force. There are many wars out there, and I love how your university has stood for peace and to make the world a better place. Do you want to know where greater futures begin? It's with a vision and a dream. And just like your university has begun and has had 99 years of success, it all began with a vision and a dream. When you look at the incredible chief minister and you look at the dream and the vision to bring in focus of health, focus of education, focus on greater dreams for what's ahead, it all starts with a vision or a dream. And I want you to first understand that before I talk about the power of belief, I want you to understand that we must have the power of gratitude. Do you want to know what the greatest thing of all is to be thankful for? Your own life. Life itself is not promised tomorrow. And my parents always said, never give up, dream big, and do your best. I tried to do my best in mathematics, and I became number 1 in my mathematics class. And it gave me confidence, and it gave me thanksgiving, and it helped me to understand that I can achieve something. When I wanted a toy at the store, my parents did not buy me the toys. They said, make money and you need to buy your own toys. I was 6 years old and I learned how to vacuum the floor with my shoulder and my chin, and I earned roughly $2 a week to do my chore at home. I am so thankful that my parents did not give me everything I wanted, when I wanted it, and how I wanted it. I'm also thankful that my parents told me that, Nick, when you do become successful, do not forget those who don't have food. Do not forget those who don't have a home. And I'm so thankful that these values and these attitudes and these principles of thanksgiving has now followed me all the way throughout my life. I am so thankful that at age 19, not only was I successful at stock trading on the stock market, not only did I buy my first home in real estate, but I also gave away money to the poor and needy in Africa, and I sponsored 10 children to have food, water, education, a home, and a chance to dream big. My parents always taught me, Nick, you don't know what you can achieve until you try. And I never, ever, ever in a million years ever dreamt that a country would have me in your English textbooks. I am so thankful, India, for you. I am so thankful for your love. I am so thankful that you've embraced me like never a country has. I am not in any other textbooks in the world, and I've been at 81 countries, and I thank you, India, for loving me. I look forward to one day meeting your Prime Minister. I look forward to encouraging your education systems, and I am encouraged to come back to your country again and again and again and again for as long as you have me back. You know, the world is big, 8 billion people, and I've been studying the trends of India. You have one of the fastest growing GDPs on the planet. There is a lot of opportunity that India hasn't even touched yet. And I love your work ethic. I love your excellency. I love how you are bringing in more opportunities for people with disabilities to dream big and to one day even start their own businesses. Remember, it all starts with a vision and a dream, but it's on the foundation of thanksgiving. I want you to know that when you look into the industries of technology, can I tell you right now, when you are thankful, that's when you can then dream big. Before we talk about dreaming big and the power of belief, I want you to turn to the person sitting next to you and look them in the eye and say, hi, I'm thankful for you. Go. Turn to the person next to you and say, hi, I'm thankful for you. Look them in the eyes, because the eyes are the windows to your soul. You know, we know that it's certainly not about the color the balloon is. It's certainly, though, about the soul and the human being with human feelings sitting next to you. Knowing that tomorrow is not promised, we must make every moment our best. We must understand that we all go through ups and downs. And we can sometimes hide each other's feelings. We can hide sometimes our anxiety, our depression. We can sometimes isolate in fear, or sometimes we get trapped in addictions that we don't tell anybody. I want you to know that no matter what coping mechanism you have, you must understand the power of life, the power of humility. Humility brings thanksgiving. If you have pride and you believe that you are more important than somebody else, you have now started to lose the attitude of gratitude. When you lose the attitude of gratitude, you lose joy. When you lose joy, you lose passion for life. When you lose passion for life, you become weak and alone. Please know that this is all important in your life, to be thankful. If you ever go through depression, there are 3 things that you can do to get out of depression. First thing is write down 10 different things that you are thankful for. The second thing is when you go through depression, you don't have to do this alone. The power of friendship is so important. You are not just another pupil or student here in this university. You are a big family. And when you look at each other, we shouldn't be looking at their hair, their clothes, what they wear, or their body. We need to look at them in their eyes, because when you look them in the eyes, that's when you acknowledge their soul, their spirit, their mind, and their heart. And I want you to know that you are beautiful just the way that you are, and to never ever bully yourself. When you look yourself in the mirror, you have a choice. That when those negative thoughts come, to say that you're not good enough, to say that you'll never ever be anybody, to say that your dreams are too big, remember my story today. And when you look at industrial revolutions in different things like technologies, please dream big. Do not say, I want to be as big as Elon Musk. Why dream so little? Go beyond Elon Musk. Because when you look at Elon Musk, I don't think he ever said, one day I want to be like somebody. One day I want to be like Nikola Tesla. One day I want to be like Edison. I think he said, I want to achieve all that I can. And I want to try and go beyond any other human being. You know, Zig Ziglar, a motivational speaker, he used to say this: aim your goals and dreams to the heavens, so if they miss, they're still up there with the stars. And I do want to talk about the power of belief, but one more thing about gratitude. Ready? Your dreams, your goals, your success, being married, or even having children. Do not put your happiness in temporary things, because your happiness will be temporary. Many people put hope in money. There is nothing wrong with having a lot of money. But when you put your success as your happiness, sometimes you achieve your goals and still lack thanksgiving. So remember, when you go through depression, to be thankful for 10 things that you're thankful for. Number 2, that you don't have to go through this life alone. Talk to someone with your feelings. Human beings have human feelings. When you don't feel, that's when you become less alive. Be aware of the disabilities, of the brokenness of your mind and your heart. Because if you do not address these limitations in your heart and your mind, you will not also achieve all the success in front of you. The third thing, I want you to understand this about getting out of depression, which is something so powerful for me. When I used to go to school, or when I used to go to college and university, so many times I was wondering, would I ever get married? Would I ever have children? Will I ever have a purpose in my life? Will I ever have my heart that is healed? You know that I tried to commit suicide at age 10. You know that I was wondering what kind of life would I have in my life and future. But I'll tell you what happened that helped me. During school and during university, I would open my eyes and I would look around the campuses and see, who can I encourage? Who can I be a listening ear to? Who can I just be a friend to? My parents always said, when you want a friend, sometimes you have to be a friend. If you want a sincere friendship and you want someone to sincerely encourage you, sometimes you have to sincerely be a friend for somebody else before you can find a friend out there. And I don't know what your dream and goal is, but I want to dream big. Can I tell you right now how big my dream is? Can I tell you what I'm dreaming about next? I said, can I tell you about what I'm dreaming next? I want you to know that I want to reach all 1.4 billion people in India with the message of hope. I want to inspire 100 million people who were born and raised in India but now are abroad, and or people in India to believe that we can give more opportunity for this country. I really believe that we could do a lot with 100 million people giving $2 a day to build hospitals, schools, and orphanages. There are many people that believe that the rich should give more. I believe that we all should give what we can, absolutely. And I really believe, though, that change in India is when we all come together and dream very, very big. My social media fans, we total about 16 million social media fans, and I have roughly 1,000 friends who have more social media friends than I. And I've been talking to a couple of friends, and we are wondering maybe if we can get 200 million people worldwide to give $2 a day. That's $146 billion to alleviate the suffering of humankind. I'm only 42 this year, and that is my big dream. I may not be a billionaire, I may not be some big star out there, but I want to achieve what I can. And I hope that my life story encourages you to dream big. Having education is very good. Having sacrifice and obedience and hard work is very good to have work ethics. But do you know what's most exciting? Is when you realize you are a world changer. Before you get your job, before you start your business, please understand you are a world changer. How and why? Because it is scientifically proven that you cannot have a human interaction without some reaction. If I look at you and you look at me down the street, there is a subliminal, subconscious, and subconscious exchange. There is a spiritual exchange. When I look at you and you see me, there is a thought that goes through your mind. When you look at somebody and you bully someone, or you don't look at them, or you ignore them, or you try to subliminally put them down, thinking that you are more higher than somebody, please understand that you change the world, and you change the world of one person at a time. This is the power of your existence. The power of my existence is just as powerful as yours. And I may be able to influence and encourage more people who are in wheelchairs, but you can encourage more people who are going through what you have been. I will never forget one of the most influential people in the nation of Brazil. I met him in California. His name was Dr. Edson Bueno. Dr. Edson Bueno, him, his father, his grandfather, his great-great-great-great-great-grandfather in Brazil were all shoe shiners. Edson was shoe shining by the young age of age 4. His whole family never went to school, never had education. One day, Edson was running across the street and a car hit him and he was 8 years old. He was unconscious, and if it wasn't for a doctor who witnessed the crash, who could help him right there and then, he would have died. When he came into consciousness back at age 8, he realized, wow, a doctor saved my life. Do you know what he said to himself? I am going to be a doctor. Can you imagine at age 8, the one vision, the one dream that seemed impossible, but he knew it was worth trying for? The power of belief is so important. When it's something that you believe in, it's something that you believe it's worth trying for. Something that you believe is worth trying for, listen, is something that you're worth trying and failing for. Failure is not a conclusion. Failure is not a status. Failure in your life is your classroom. Just like you go to your classroom for the education that you have, there is no greater skill to have in your life other than resilience. There is no way to build up resilience other than resistance. There is no other way to build up resistance resilience through resistance other than to try and to never ever give up. I want you to know that Edson had a dream, and it began with him telling his parents, one day I'm going to go to school. He shined more shoes than the normal days ahead. He saved up extra money, and he was able to buy a second-hand uniform. It had holes in it, and his mother sewed it up. It was the one thing that stopped him from being able to go to school in Brazil. He finally went to school. He never had seen a shower where water came out of a sink and water came out of a shower in the wall. He'd never seen fresh water like this. He didn't speak the language. He couldn't read. He was brought up in a village that had a different dialect, and he was bullied for looking dirty, for smelling, and for not being able to talk, nor understand, nor read. He went to grade 1, and he failed grade 1. He got bullied and beaten up for being alone and the only one who failed grade 1. Again, he took grade 1, and guess what happened? He failed again grade 1. He had a choice, either to alleviate his suffering by leaving and quitting, or embracing that failure is his classroom. He repeated grade 1, and on the third time, he passed grade 1. He went to grade 2, and he became number 1 in grade 2, number 1 in grade 3, number 1 in grade 5, all the way up to his senior year of high school. He became number 1. He got beaten and ridiculed because he was number 1. You see, the world will tell you that you're not good enough no matter what. So don't try and just please the world. Sometimes the world will judge you for failing, and sometimes the world will judge you for succeeding. Celebrate success. Celebrate your success. and capture your negative thoughts in those days of failing and resilience being needed, you actually are sometimes the one who judges you the most. You see, it only takes 3 seconds for someone to bully you. It only takes 3 seconds for the world to judge you. But those words penetrate in your heart and your mind and your soul, and if you're not careful, you can become more disabled than me. When you look yourself in the mirror, do not allow those negative voices to say that you're not good enough. Do not allow those voices to say that you're a failure. Do not allow those voices to try to convince you that you're never ever going to be anybody. I want you to know that you need to capture those negative thoughts and replace it with positive thoughts. Sometimes I needed a vision board. If you don't know what a vision board is, I was able to print on a computer some pictures that helped me to believe in my future. I actually put an African orphan on my mirror, and every day that I went to school, no matter what potential bullying I had, loneliness, depression, and negative thoughts, I knew that no matter what hell I was going through at school, no matter how many enemies I had, no matter how many negative thoughts I had in my brain, I knew that that day I'm going to choose to keep on going and never give up, because I am one day closer to making a difference in that one person's life, an African orphan. And that's what helped me to realize when you don't get a miracle, you can still be one. There is nothing wrong with having visions and dreams of having millions of dollars and becoming a billionaire. But do not put your hope and happiness in money, and remember to always help those who don't have as much as you. When you have this foundation and you can have this dream, Mr. Edson Bueno, he actually started applying for all these scholarships to get to university. He wanted to go to med school. Medical schools were very expensive. He had no money. And every time he applied for a scholarship, they got to the interview process, and the people who had an interview with him to see if he would be a good steward and someone responsible with this very unique, amazing, generous opportunity given by the scholarship, he made them cry. He made them cry because they realized this young man is going to go all the way. Can you say those words? All the way? Everyone say all the way. They knew that he was going to go all the way to his full potential. And he went into this scholarship. And then 3 years later, he wanted a specialty and he got that scholarship. Then he needed another specialty and he got that scholarship. He did 3 specialties, all for free. 14 years of education, and graduated in his mid-30s. He learned that he realized that if he doesn't know something, he can learn about it. That's what my parents always taught me. Nick, if someone knew how to trade the stock market, then so can you. If someone became rich in real estate, then so can you. If someone was becoming a speaker, then so can you. Nick, there is nothing that you cannot do if you put your heart and mind to it. And I'm so thankful that I had the courage to fail. Mr. Edson Bueno, he had the courage to fail. He had the courage to have no's. But every time he would ever get a no, he kept on trying. Do you know what? I met Mr. Edson when he was 61 years old in California. And he saw my book for sale, and he read my book 14 times. He pulled me over while I was walking the street, literally in my wheelchair. He said, "Nick Vujicic." I said, "Yes." I said, "Do I know you?" He said, "No, but I know you. I love you, and you have changed my life." He said, "Will you come to Brazil?" I said, "Sure. Let's talk." I didn't know who he was, and I didn't know what he had in mind. and I called him and he talked to me on the phone. And he said, "How much do you charge for a motivational speech?" I told him how much I charge for my motivational speech. By the way, I've come here to India at no charge. I love India. I told him how much I charged, and you know what he said? Double the fee, and then I will pay for 6 speeches. And I said, what? He said, double the fee, and I'll pay for 6. I said, who are you? He said, my name is Edson Bueno, and I now have gone through my life, and I have 46,000 employees, and I need 6 speeches, and I think you are the most undervalued speaker on planet Earth. Please double it, and I'll pay for 6. You have changed my life, and I want you to change my employees' life. Do you know what he did? He had 150 hospitals. You know what he did? He started a health insurance company where 5 million Brazilians paid 5 million Brazilians paid $1,000 a year for their medical health insurance. He was making $5 billion per year. He sold his company for billions at age 67, and he died at age, I think, 71. It was an incredible moment in my life where I want to share his story all around the world, because many people say, well, Nick, it's easier for you because you were born in Australia. You had education. You had a loving home. You had a wheelchair. You were born in a country where people with disabilities could still go to school and get a job. You're correct. But because I was given more, to whom much is given, much is expected. And when you have been given the chance and the responsibility now is on your shoulders to be able to go into an incredible university like this, this is your moment to seize a decision in your life and saying, from this day on, I want to go all the way. I want to dream big. This is the power of understanding belief. Have a vision board. Remind yourself of your dream. The second thing of getting out of depression, I told you, was to talk to someone. But I'll tell you right now, apart from belief, there is a power of united spirits. You have 3 things that I talked to you tonight about. The power of gratitude, the power of belief, and now the power of unity. When you have belief, remind yourself of your dreams visually so that you, when you don't feel like trying again, can remember what that visual is. You can remember what that looks like. Can I show you my dreams that have come true? Can I share with you right now? I want to share with you a photo of my wife. Me and my wife now, we've been married now for nearly 12 years. We fell in love in April 2010, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I could not feel my legs. It was love at first sight. She is beautiful. She is amazing. She is my strength. I want you to know that we go through difficult times. I want you to know that it's not just about getting married, it's about staying married. It's not just about falling in love, it's about falling in love again and again and again and again. Do you want to know how I keep on falling in love with my wife? I realize I don't need to hold my wife's hand, I just need to hold her heart. And the way that I hold her heart is I take her on many dates. As much as we can, we go out once a week to break bread, be with each other, away from the children. We can't afford to not fight for each other. we cannot afford to fall out of love. When a mummy and a daddy fall out of love, it affects the children. It affects the children worse than having no arms or legs. And I love my wife very much, and my wife loves me very much. And do you know what we ask each other? We ask each other once a month 3 questions. I say, hey babe. She's like, yep. I said, what is something that I am doing that you want me to stop doing? Can you imagine if husbands ask their wife, what am I doing that you want me to stop doing? My second question to my wife is, what am I not doing that you want me to start doing? And then the third question is, what am I doing well that you want me to keep on doing? And she tells me the answers. And then she asks me, honey, I say yes. What am I doing that you want me to stop doing? What am I not doing you want me to start doing? What am I doing well that you want me to keep on doing? You see, these things are not taught in university. These things of values and attitudes and principles of never giving up and dreaming big. I look forward to an ongoing relationship with all of your universities here in this great state to continue to encourage you with principles that matter. For me, my marriage matters, not just for when we get married, but for us to continue to pursue each other. I want you to know that we all have ups and downs. And you can ask my wife, is Nick perfect? Absolutely not. But does Nick try harder every day? Absolutely. I want you to know that if you don't grow, you shrink. If you don't grow, you shrink. So I want you to know to keep on growing as you keep on going. I want you to know that when you go through storms, you don't just go through storms, you grow through storms. I know that I have a resilient marriage because of what we've been through. I know that I have a resilient spirit because of what I've been through. When you know and remember what you've been through, it encourages you. It gives you more courage. It gives you more patience. Patience is one of the greatest virtues anyone can have. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how rich you are. But I care about how kind you are, how patient you are, how loving and caring you are, how respectful you are, and how you realize that all human beings have value. When you believe that you are more important than somebody else, that is when my respect for you goes lower. There is no one who is more important than you and less important than you. Whether a family is born into poverty, whether a family has a child with a disability, we all have value. Turn to the person next to you and tell them, I love you. Go. Turn to the person next to you and say, I love you. Give them a high five or give them a hug. Come on. The next photo I want to show you is the photo of my children. This photo was taken 3 years ago. We have now an 11-year-old Kiyoshi, 8-year-old Dayan, 2 boys, and then our twin girls who were 6 years old. I am already the shortest person in the house, and I miss them very, very much. I have a big dream to reach the world without sacrificing my family. I have a big dream to reach 8 billion people without sacrificing the fatherhood for my kids. You know, I'll never forget one day, my oldest son, he said, Daddy, I wish you had hands. I said, why is that? He said, because I want to know how it feels to be hugged by you. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. He said, it's okay. And he flexes his bicep muscles. And he says, I'm strong. I said, so what does that mean? He said, Daddy, I'm just going to hug you longer and stronger so you can feel my hug if I can't feel yours. My son, he calls himself a thousandaire. Want to know why? Because he has a jewelry business. You want to know what? He earns money in the home. You want to know what? He buys his own toys. You want to know what? He bought his grandma an iPad. You want to know what? This young man has made $3,000 in jewelry and doing things around the house over 2.5 years. And you know what he gave away? $1,100 for the poor and needy. He got blankets, jackets, food, and helping those in need. Why did he do this? Is it because I told him? No. You want good kids? Be good. You want respectful kids? Be respectful. You want generous kids? Be generous. You want kind children? Show them kindness. You want them to know the virtues of life? Don't tell them the virtues of life. Show them by example how they should live. This is priceless. This is education. This is the world that you must change first. Before you change India, before you change your state, before you change this city, before you change this school, before you change your street, you must change your children's life. They are the world that matters most to me. And it hurts my heart more and more that I have to leave. It hurts my heart, and it gives me even bigger dreams with how can I make millions of dollars using technology and also give away millions of dollars. I want you to believe with me that we together can make a big difference. Do you know what? The whole 200 million people, $2 a day army, it came to me 20 years ago when I was in Southeast Asia in a country and there were many, many poor people. I saw 3- and 4-year-old little children in trash dumps, and they were scouting out trash dumps, picking out pieces of plastic to then turn into the plastic recycling plant. In that recycling plant, they actually made $1 a day. Do you know how much they needed to survive? $1 a day. They were in trash dumps all day long, every day for as long as they could walk. And I felt so sorry for them. And what was amazing was I know that hope starts with belief, with gratitude, and with unity. But how will someone know hope if someone doesn't tell them? I want you to know that we all have different faiths. And I want you to know that faith is a very important part to my life. Family, friends, finance, fitness, fun. These are 6 things that are important to me. I see them as buckets, essential buckets, that if I do not fill up my faith bucket, my family bucket, my friendship bucket, my finance bucket, my fitness bucket, and my fun bucket, I'm not going to have a full life. When we continue to fill up these buckets and not go empty, that's a healthy human being with human feelings that are in check. Going through ups and downs is inevitable. If you go through a storm and you get through the storm, don't worry, there's another storm coming. But the hope is that as you continue to get through every storm, you become stronger, stronger, and stronger. I want you to know that I had a dream in 2003. Why is it that money stops people from getting hope? So many events, people never came to my event because tickets were charged. Can I thank everyone once again for tonight, because of all their support and all their sponsorship, not $1 was charged to you to come tonight. I want you to know that when we look at hope, hope is priceless, and hope should not have a charge. And I tell you right now, I want you to probably know I'll have to charge the next time I come to India. But I want to tell you, when you go through choices of giving back, when you do good, it's wonderful. Planting seeds of love, planting seeds of hope, planting seeds of strength, these are the things that I can reap in my life. I want you to know that today I have a dream, and I think you're a part of it. I think that you're a part of the 200 million people to give $2 a day one day. But before we raise up an army, I felt during 2020, a lot of people were going through depression. A lot of people were isolated, and a lot of people were anxious and even having thoughts of suicide. And I turned to my wife and I said, babe, I want to try something crazy. She said, what's that? I said, I've made millions of dollars with books. But do you know what hurt me the most? When I realized that poor people have never read my book. Even if poor people can get a book, so many people cannot actually read the book. And then thirdly, how can we actually get audiobooks in their own language? So back in 2020, I challenged myself and I started some things. I first of all want you to know that I have Facebook. Give me a round of applause if you're on Facebook. Give me a round of applause if you're on Instagram. I want you to know that unfortunately, Facebook and Instagram are separating me and you. I want you to know that big technological platforms are separating me from my fans. They're making me have to pay to reach you. And I don't like that. So I told my team, we're going to make our own platform. Guess what? It's happening. Guess what? Yesterday, I was in front of about, 60,000 people. And 5,000 people came onto my platform last night. I want to invite you because I am going to actually switch off my Facebook and I'm going to switch off my Instagram because I don't like getting bullied. I don't like big tech and multi-billion-dollar companies separating me from people who need hope. Do you agree? So I want you to know that if you get your phone out right now, there is a QR code called Nick V Network. If you get that code right now, scan it, take a photo of it right now. It's for free. If you go to this QR code, scan it, get your phone out, take your time, get your phone, scan it, because I'm going to be doing videos just for India. I'm going to be doing videos just for India in 5 languages. I'm going to be doing messages on a weekly basis, 10 minutes each, starting on June 1st. I want you to know, India, I believe that the best days of your country are absolutely ahead. I believe that America is about to face a great economic crisis. I think that America is about to face a labor crisis. And I believe that India is only going to experience explosive growth. And in your explosive growth, I want to be a part of your success. I want to be a part of your university's success. I want to be talking with them about bringing more curriculum. You saw me in your high school textbooks Would you like to see me more in your universities? Are you sure? You want me to continue to help you to dream big? Good. I want you to look at that QR code one more time. We're going to put it up one more time. Get that QR code, scan it, take a photo. And now here is the most exciting news. Ready? Are you ready? First and foremost, I cannot wait to come back to India with my family and my children. I told them how much I love India, and one day I shall bring them. Your country is beautiful, and I thank you for your love. There is one more exciting thing that I want to encourage you with, and this is the showcase of the power of unity. I don't want to make more money from a book. I want video translation software, audio book translation software to be able, with AI, with human translators, linguists, to proof it. I want to give away my next book for free. I'm calling it Give the World Hope Project. It is the last of the QR codes. But I want to tell you something. It takes money to do this. And you know what's amazing? If we all have bought a book, and maybe your book was $1 or $2 or $3, I did a reverse engineering way to make this next book for free. It's going to be amazing, and I want to ask you for your help. The QR code is called Give the World Project. Give the World Hope Project. Do we have that QR code available? I want to ask you, I just want you to know, if you do not want to participate, that's great. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I cannot believe how big this crowd is. I really cannot believe how big this crowd is. And for me, in my mind, I thought today, what greater way to show the crowd the power of unity other than to give you an opportunity to give maybe $1 or $2 or $3 towards the incredible opportunity of giving my next book away for free. I haven't seen the QR code yet come up on the screen, and if it doesn't, that's okay. I'll give it to you on Nick V Network. There's another one, there's one last one, and it's Give the World Hope Project. It's a different QR code. I want you to all know tonight that my heart is full. My heart is overflowing. My heart is so thankful for you. I know that you uplift me in your heart, and I thank you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving my family, and thank you for coming tonight. I really hope that tonight this has been life-changing for you. I hope that tonight that you have seen that dreams can come true. I hope tonight that you realize that we have the power of gratitude. Resistance is okay. It's part of life. But it's those who never give up, who become resilient, who go all the way. I hope tonight you go all the way. I hope tonight you dream big like never before. I hope tonight you stop bullying yourself about the things that are not going correct. And I want you to know that you are a world changer. You can make a difference in your life. I love you so, so much. Continue to change the world one step at a time. And remember, the power of unity of this campus alone and the hundreds of universities out there, I believe that you can make a big world change for your country if you believe. Thank you so, so much for having me tonight. Thank you so much to your government. Thank you so much to the Vice Chancellor and everyone. Thank you so much to the coordination of all the efforts. I want you to get your phones out one more time, and I want to do a quick video of Gio taking a video. Get your phones out, get your flashlights out, and I'm gonna have you say, I love you to all my social media fans. Ready? So I want you to get ready. Gio is here, and he is going to take a video. Everyone get your phones out. Give me a big wave. Give me a big cheer. Give me a bigger cheer. All right, ready? I'm going to say, when I say 1, 2, 3, we're going to say, we love you. Ready? All right, ready? Hello, everyone on social media. It's Nick Vujicic from India. 1, 2, 3. We love you. Woo! Thank you so much, India. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick. On count of 1, 2, 3, all of you, just shout out, thank you, Nick. He reminded that the power of belief, the power of unity, and the power of believing in yourself and lifting your aspirations. Thank you so very much, Nick. I will now call upon our registrar, Dr. James Stephen. Would you please come forward for a second? Yes. All right.
Yeah. Shall we all give a great round of applause, please, from Andhra University. Extend my deep sense of gratitude for visiting this university, a historic and renowned university. And I also thank all of you, especially the police department and all the principals of the affiliated colleges, and all of you especially. This happened because of the support of so many people. I thank my university principals who stood here, and the other administrators, especially Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor PVGD Prasad Reddy Garu, for giving such a great opportunity to invite Dr. Nick to this university. And he has blessed all of us with a wonderful, wonderful motivational speech. Thank you so much, dear students. I know you arrived here at 4 o'clock this evening, and you have been so patient, and you're so wonderful, so awesome. Thank you so much, police department, traffic, law and order, and my university, HODs, head of the departments, faculty members, especially the student community. Thank you so much for taking your time. I'm very sure this night will be cherished for the rest of your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. James Garu. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Vizagis, for making this event huge success. So once again, I would like to thank our sponsors, Mark Audio and Andhra University. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, youth. And thank you, Mr. Nick, for the wonderful motivational speech given by you. Thank you so much. And once again, I would like to thank Mark Audio for the wonderful opportunity. And also, I would like to thank my companion, Mr. Sunny Joseph. Thank you so much. This is Anchor Harika signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, Harika. May we have the university...
And also, one second, and also let me thank police department. Thank you so much, police department, varandarki kuda. Thank you, and inta huge crowd ni meeru chala chakkaga ekkada kuda ఏ disturbances lekunda each and everything care తీసుకున్నారు. So thank you so much, police department variki and migita concern departments varandarki kuda special thanks. ఈవెంట్ ఇంత చక్కగా జరగడానికి మీ అందరూ కూడా చాలా వరకు సహాయ సహకారాలు అందించినందుకు ప్రత్యేకంగా ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాం. అండ్ టు ఎంటైర్ యూత్, ప్లీజ్ కొంచెం లైన్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తూ వెళ్ళండి, ఒకే దగ్గర రష్ అవ్వద్దు. ఓకే, ఇన్ ద మీన్ వేల్ ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ కొంచెం ప్లీజ్ క్లియర్ ద స్టేజ్. సో ఏయూ నుంచి మ్యూజిక్ అండ్ డాన్స్ అకాడమీ వాళ్ళు రెడీగా ఉన్నారు టు పర్ఫార్మ్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద లాస్ట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ అందరూ వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకొని వెళ్ళండి. అందరూ ఒకటే ఎగ్జిట్ నుంచి వెళ్ళొద్దు. వి హ్యావింగ్ టూ మెనీ ఎగ్జిట్స్, సో యూస్ ద వేస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్స్ అగైన్. Thank you so much once again to Mark Audios and Andhra University for the sponsorship. Thank you. This is Harika signing off.
Inga Joe.